Hello world, welcome back to my channel. I am Sahil and we are developing an e-commerce project using Laravel 10. And in previous video you have already seen how I have created product resource using Filament PHP. Now today in this video I'm going to show you how to work on order resource. Okay, so before going to start, let me show you something. So here in brand you can see I have added some brands, and if I go to categories, then I also added some categories, and similarly if I go to products, then I also added some products. Okay, if I go to this menu and then click on view of any product, then you can see all the details of the products, okay, of a single product. Okay, now let's move on to order a resource. So first I will open filamentphp.com and click on this resources. Now I will copy this command to create a new resource. Just copy and open a new terminal here, paste the command. Now here I will write order, and before executing this command I will pass a flag. Okay, and I will pass this view flag. So generally when we hit this command, then it will create 3 files along with resource file. And if you see here for brands, then you can see this is the brand resource.php file. And if you go to this brand resource directory, and in this pages directory, then you can see there are 3 files: create brand.php, edit brand.php file, and list brands.php file. Okay, so if I will pass view flag here, then it will generate 4 files, and the 4th one will be view file. So now hit enter. So you can see order resource.php file has been generated. Let me close the terminal, and if you just expand this order resources directory, then in pages directory you can see there are 4 files, and this the 4th number is the view order.php file. Okay, so for now we will not work on these files. Okay, we will work on this order resource.php file. So here first I will change this icon. Let me first reload the page here. So here you can see this is the orders. Okay, let me first change the icon. So here I will remove the default icon, and here I will write shopping -bag. If I save and reload, then you can see the icon has been changed. Okay, if I click on orders, then this is the orders page, and if I click on new order, then you can see the form is empty. Okay, so let me design the form first. Okay, so let me close this product and product resource.php file, and inside this form method I will first create a group. Okay, so I will use group. Make sure to import this class. Okay, make, and then I will use schema. Now inside this I will create a section first. So make sure to import this class, and then use make, and I will keep a heading order information, and then I will use schema. Now inside this I will design all the fields one by one. Let me disable the GitHub Copilot. Okay, now inside this section, first I will create a field to select a customer, basically a user. Okay, so I will use select, and then I will use make, and then here I will use user underscore ID, and I will also give a label to customer, and I will use a relationship. Okay, and I will use user relationship, and I will use name column, and I will also use searchable, and I will also use preload, and I will also use required method. Okay, now if we come here and reload, then here you can see this is the customer field, and if I click on this drop down field, then you can see all the users are now showing in the drop down. Okay, and if you go to the users page, then there only 3 users are showing. And also if I go to orders and create new orders, then here all the customer are showing. We can search any customer here. Okay, so let me explain the relationship first. So if you open order model, then here you can see I have already defined a relationship with the user model. Okay, and the name of the relationship is user, so I'm using this user relationship here, and in users table there is a column name, so I will use name to display in the drop down field. Okay, so let's close this one, and now next column will be payment method. Okay, so let me, and this will be also a select field, so just write select and make payment underscore method, and inside this I will use options, and in option I will use two payment method. So first one is stripe, and here I will pass the actual value which will be displayed in the drop down. So I will write a stripe, this will display in the drop down, and this will be stored in the database. Okay, in this value, so we have to give in array format. Now next one is COD, and value will be cash on delivery. Okay, and this is a required field, so just write required. Okay, and if I save and go to the browser and reload, then you can see payment method and 2 options are showing, stripe and cash on delivery. Okay, similarly I will design another field, that is payment status. So I will use select, and then I will use make, and I will write payment status, and in this I will use options, and again I will give some array here. So I will use first pending, and next will be paid, so just write paid, and another one will failed. So payment can be in pending state, and can be in paid state, or can be in failed state. Okay, by default I will make it pending, and this is also a required field, so just use required method. Close this suggestion, save, and if I reload, then you can see payment status, and by default pending is selected. Okay, now next let me make this group of call span full. Okay, call span full, and okay, now you can see the column is expanded. Okay, let me check. Yes, okay, now just below this payment status I will design the order status field. So for this I will use toggle buttons, and make sure to import this class, okay, and here I will use make, and then status, the name of the column, and here in option I'll pass an array. So first I will use new, and then I will show the new value, then processing, and then shipped, and then delivered, and delivered, just make the D capital, and cancelled, okay, and just cancelled, okay. If I save this and go to the browser and reload, then here you can see all the status buttons, okay. So we can select any one, it's like a radio, okay, so we can select only one. Now let me make more customization to this field. So first I will use, let me use here, so I will use inline, and then I will also use default to new, and this is a required, so I will use required. And now if I reload, then you can see all the status is now showing inline, okay. And if I reload, then by default this new status is selected. I can also give icons to every button, or we can also change the color of the button when in selected state. So for this we have to use another method. So for colors I will use colors, and we have to use array, and let's copy the same thing. So we have to use this value, and here we have to assign the color, okay. So for new I will use info. These are the predefined colors in Filament PHP. Here I will use warning, and here I will use again info, and here I will use success, and here I will use danger, okay. Info and warning. We can use success to shipped or delivered, and let's check in browser. So here you can see the color has been changed to info. Now if I click on processing, then this is the warning color, and if I click on ship, then this is the success color. In delivered is also same, and if I click on cancel, then this is the red, okay. So color is changing. Now assign all the buttons an icon. So for this I can use icons method. Now similarly we have to copy again and paste. Now we can use hero icons. So for new I will use hero icon, then I will use sparkles, sparkles, okay. Now here I will use hero icon arrow path, okay. Now in shift I will use hero icon truck, okay. And here in delivered I will use hero icon check badge, okay. Now in cancelled I will use hero icon x circle. Now if I save this and go to the browser and reload, then you can see every button now contains a icon, okay. So in new you can see some sparkle type of icon, okay. So this is looking good. Now next I will design another field. So I will use select make, and this will be currency, and I will provide an option. So I will use INR, and I will use INR. I will use USD. You can define any currency here, but I will only use INR for now. Okay, EUR for euro, EUR, and last one is GBP. Okay, and by default will be INR. Okay, and this is required, so just is required. If I save this and reload the browser, then here you can see this is the currency showing, and by default INR is selected. Now next field will be shipping method. So again I will use select field, make shipping method, and again I will provide an option. First options array. Now inside array I will use FedEx, and FedEx. Okay, and I will use UPS, and I will use DHL. You can list any shipping method here, it's up to you. USPS. Okay, and here I will use USPS, and I will make this required. If I save this and reload the browser, then here you can see all the shipping method. Okay, so by default I will not make this required, so just remove this. Now next field will be text area, and import this class. Just use make and then notes, and I will use call span full, and in this section I will use columns, two columns. If I reload, then you can see all the fields are divided into two columns, but this notes is showing in full width because I have given column span full. Okay, now just below this section I will design another section for the repeater items. Okay, so order items. Okay, so for this, just below this section I will design another section, and I will use make and here I will write order items, and I will use schema. Now inside this I will use repeater. Okay, so make sure to import this class for repeater. Okay, so you can see this is the class, and I will write make, and here you have to specify the name of the relationship. Okay, so if I go to order model again, then here you can see I have already defined an relationship with the name items in with the order item class. Okay, order item model. So I'm using this name here. Okay, So this should be same like here. Okay, if you use another name here, then a repeater field will not work. Okay, now next here we will use relationship, and we will not pass anything in relationship. Okay, now next I will use schema, and inside this schema we will design all the fields. Okay, so first I will use a select field, and I will use make, and then I will use product underscore ID, and this will be a relationship field, so I will use a relationship, and I will write product and name. Sorry. Now you might be thinking why I am using product here. So if I open order item model, then you can see I have already defined this product relationship inside order item model. Okay, and this is associated with the product model, and I am using this relationship here in this relationship, and I am using this name column. Okay, so let me show you. Let me give more method to this field, and I will make this searchable, and I will also use preload, and I will also make this required, and okay, and I will also make this distinct, and I will also give a disable option when selected in sibling repeater items. So I will show you what this method do later. Okay, and next let me save this and go to the browser and reload. So now here you can see this is the new section, and here you can see items. Okay, and if I click here, then you can see all the products are now showing in the drop down. Okay, and we can select any product from here. So let me design another field, and then I will show you how we can fetch the quantity, unit amount, and calculate total amount. Okay, so let me first quickly design all the field for the repeaters. So I will use text input. Make sure to import this class, and here I will use quantity, and I will make this numeric required, and default will be 1, and mean value will be 1, and I will also use, okay, I will design another field, and text input make unit amount, and I will make this numeric, and also required, and by default this will be disabled, and okay, and last one is text input make total amount, and this is also numeric required. Okay, save this and go to the browser and reload. Now here you can see this field is showing in column format. So let me make in a single row. Okay, so to make in a single row, what I will do is I will make this repeater, actually not this repeater, this section. Okay, let me give this section a total of 12 column. Okay, now if I reload, then you can see it's all shrinked now. Now we have to give call a span one by one. So I will use call span in this call span 4, and this in this quantity I will use call span of 2, and in unit amount I will use call span of 3. So here also I will use call span of 3. Save this and go to the browser and reload. Okay, let me cut this column from here and give it to here. Okay, so we have to give this column in repeater, this repeater field, not this section field. Okay, now this is working. So now you can see all the fields are showing in a single row. Okay, now if I select any product here, then you can see the unit amount and total amount is not showing. So we have to work on this to show the unit amount, and when I change the quantity, then also calculate the total amount. Okay, we can add as many items here. If I click on add to items, and we can remove by clicking this delete icon. Okay, now let's move on to this product ID first. So this is the product ID. Okay, so here what I will do is I will first make it reactive. Okay, so reactive, and next I will use after state updated. Okay, and inside this I will use fn state state and fn state, and then I will use set. So just import this class and then use set, and I will use set, and here I will set the unit amount field. So using this set class, you can set any other field value based on this field. Okay, so I am based on selection of the product, I will get the unit amount of the product, and I will set into this unit amount field. Okay, so to set in unit amount, just write unit underscore amount, and then next argument I will write product model. So make sure to import the product model in the top, and then here I will write find method. Okay, find, and then I will pass the state. So in this state, when we select a product, then in state we will get the product ID. Okay, so if state, so this, if this has a price, so it will get the price, and otherwise it will be 0. Okay, so let me reload the page and select any product. So if I select this apple, then you can see in unit amount the amount is showing. Okay, unit amount showing. Now let me also set amount in total amount field. Okay, so by default I will copy the same thing and paste here one more time. Now this time I will use instead of unit amount, I will write total amount, and I will use the same thing. Okay, save, and if I reload and if I select any product like OnePlus 4K TV, then you can see the unit amount and total amount is selected in showing here in total amount and unit amount. And if I change the quantity, then you can see the total amount is not calculating. Okay, so to make this working, we have to work on this quantity input field. So let's make it reactive first. reactive, and then again here I will use after state updated. Okay, so similarly here also I will use fn and then state and then set. So just use set and then set, and here I will also use get. Using get class you can get any other field value. Okay, so I will show you in just a minute. Now here I will set as it is set total amount. I will set total amount, then I will get the here I will use state. So state is the current quantity. Okay, current quantity into I will multiply, and I will use get and then unit amount. So whatever will be the unit amount, it will be calculated with the quantity, and it will be set in the total amount field. So here you can see I have first used total amount, then this state contains the current value of the quantity, and I will multiply and I will get the value of the unit amount. So I will get from this unit amount field. Okay, now if I save this and if I reload here, now if I select any product, suppose this product, so here you can see this is the unit amount and this is the total amount. Now if I change the quantity, so you can see the quantity is become 2, but the unit amount is same, but the total amount is now calculated. Okay, if I again increase the quantity, then the total amount is calculating based on the quantity and unit amount. Okay, and if I try to decrease value by 1, then you can see it is not decreasing because here I have set mean value to 1. Okay, now next what I will do is I will make this unit amount field dehydrated because I am using disabled here, and if any field is disabled, then this will not be inserted in the database. So to make this field inserted in database, we have to use dehydrated. Okay, dehydrated, but make sure to use this dehydrated after the disable method. Okay, now next I will also use here dehydrated. Okay, now if I save this and go to the browser, then let me select this Apple MacBook, and I can add more item to this order. Now you can see I can't select this Apple MacBook again because this is already selected. Okay, I can select other product. This is because if I click to add 2 items, then you can see these 2 items are already added. So here you can see I cannot select this product again and also this product again because these products are already added here, and this is because of this method disable option when selected in sibling repeater items. Okay, so now let's display a grand total, and using that, and in that field I will calculate all the total amount and display in the grand total. Okay, so for this I will use a placeholder. Okay, because let me first design. So just below this repeater field I will create a placeholder. Make sure to import the class grand total placeholder, and I will use a label, and in label I will use grand total. Okay, now next I will use a content, and inside this content I will use a function and in function I will use get class, get and also set class, set. Okay, now inside this function what I will do is I will create a variable total is equal to 0 for now, and then I will check a condition if not repeaters, repeater as repeaters is equal to get items. So here you can see I am checking a condition that if repeater have no items. Okay, if repeaters have no items, then in this case I will return whatever the total is. Okay, and in case if repeaters have items, then I will use for each, and in for each I will use repeaters as key, and then I will use repeater. Okay, and then I will calculate the total amount here. So here I will write the total variable and I will calculate. So plus is equal to, and I will get get all the items total amount value. Okay, so to get I will write items, let me use double quotes, and items dot, and then I will use this curly bracket, and inside this I will write key, and then dot notation, then total underscore amount. Okay, total amount. Okay, now next here I will use return, and I will use number currency method, and I will use total here, and then I will use INR. Okay, to format the number. Okay, now if I save this and go to the browser and reload, then let's see what happens. So here in grand total you can see there is no product selected and 0 amount is showing, so this is good. Now if I select any product here, then based on the total amount, so there is only one quantity, so the total amount is correct, and the grand total amount is also correct. If I increase the quantity here, then you can see the grand total is also calculated. Now if I add another item, let's suppose this one 4K TV, then you can see this total amount and this total amount is summed and showing here. Okay, so this is working great. Now we have to also insert this grand total in the grand total column of orders table. So to make this happen, what we can do is I can use a hidden field, so it will not display in the UI in the page, and here I will write the grand total column, and then here I will use default will be 0. If there is no value, then I will store 0. Okay, and here inside this placeholder I will use set, and then I will use grand total, and then I will set total. So I will set this grand total with the value which is calculated inside this placeholder field. Okay, now if I save this and go to the browser and reload, and let's try to create a order. Okay, so reload. Okay, so let me select a customer first. So I'm selecting this Anton Ranor, and I will select Stripe payment method. If Stripe is selected, then obviously it will be paid, and I will select the processing status. Currency will be INR, and shipping method is FedEx. and here I can write anything like testing notes. Okay, and let me select this one, add another item, this one, add one more item on this one, and let's increase the quantity. So you can see grand total is calculating based on the total amount. Now let's click on create. So you can see the order is created and it is redirected to the view page. This is not the edit page, this is view page. Okay, and all the details are showing here. You can see the customer payment method, payment status, and the order status, and all the order item with the grand total. Okay, now I can also modify any order. Like if I click on this edit button, then you can see we can edit. Like I can add one more item to this order. So let me select this one and click on save changes. So you can see the order has been updated. I can also change the status to shipped. Okay, and again I can click on save changes. So you can see the order status has been changed. Now I can click on view to only view the order details. Okay, all the items are displaying here with the grand total. Okay, so this is the form has been completed. Now if I click on order, so this is the list all order pages, which is where nothing is showing. So let me work on table. Okay, so let's move on here, and then let me show you all the imports. So you can pause the video and see all the imports here. Okay, so you have to import all these classes if something went wrong in your case. And okay, now next let me work on this table. So inside this column we will define all the columns. So let me quickly use text column. Okay, use make, and then I will display the username first. So I will write user. User is the name of the relation, and I will use name to display the customer name. And here I will use sortable, and also searchable. Okay, if I save this and go to the browser and reload, then here you can see the user. Okay, you can also change the label. So I can write customer instead of user. If I reload, then you can see the customer name. Okay, now similarly I will display the grand total. So let me copy the same thing and paste here. Just use grand total, and let me make this numeric, and this is will be sortable. And here I will write money to format, and I will use INR. If I save this and reload the browser, then you can see the grand total is displaying with the proper formatted way. Okay, now next I will display the payment method. Okay, so here I will use text column, then I will use make payment method. I will make this searchable, and I will also make this sortable. Okay, similarly I will use text column. I will use make, and then I will write payment status. I will make this searchable and also sortable. Okay, and next I will display the order status. So here in status I will use select column. Instead of just displaying the value, I can change the order status directly from the table. Okay, so for this I will use select column. Okay, select column, make sure to import this class and then use make. Okay, and here what I will do is I will just write the name of the column status, and then in option we have to pass all the array. Okay, so let me just copy from the above. So I will copy the same thing here in this option, just paste. Okay, and I will make this searchable and sortable. Okay, if I save this and go to the browser and reload, then you can see customer name, grand total, payment method and payment status, and here you can see the order status is showing with this select drop down field. So from here we can change directly the order status. We don't have to click on edit and then change the order status and then save. We can directly change the order status from here. Okay, now next let me display the currency. Okay, so for currency I can display the currency here. So just use text column make currency, and then I will make this sortable and searchable. Okay, and I will also display the current shipping method. Okay, so again I will use text column shipping method, and shipping method will be sortable and searchable. Okay, now if I save this and go to the browser, so you can see all the columns: customer, grand total, payment method, payment status, currency, shipping method, and this is the status. Okay, so you can change the status from here. And let me also use text column make created underscore at, and I will use a date time method here to format the timestamp, and I will also use sortable, and I will also use toggable, and each toggable by default. So I will make this true. Is toggable hidden by default? So it will be hidden by default. We have to make visible by checking. Let me show you in the page. Let me first copy the same thing and paste here. Just write updated at. Okay, now if I reload, then if I click on this, then you can see created at. So if you check this, then you will be able to see this created at, but by default it will be hidden. Okay, now next let me go to this, just remove. First I will use action group, make sure to import this group. Okay, sorry, this class, and inside this make I will use view action, and just use make, and then edit action make, and then delete action make. If I save this and go to the browser and reload, then you can see there is a menu, and we can now click on view, so it will be redirected to the view page. Okay, because we have also created view page for the orders. Okay, now okay, let me show you one more thing. I can display the number of orders here in the navigation. So for this let me define a new method here. So here I will define a method public I will define a static method public static function and then get navigation badge. Now inside this method I will just write some code. So here I will use return static get model count, and count. So it will count and display here in the navigation. So there is only one order, so here you can see one is displaying. You can also change the color of the badge. So for this you have to use get navigation. Okay, so you have to define another method public static function get navigation badge color. Okay, now inside get navigation badge color. Okay, so function is correct. Now inside this I will use return static get model and then count. Now I will use if count is greater than 10. In this case I will change the color to danger. Otherwise if the count is less than 10, then I will display the success color. Okay, now if I save this and reload the browser, then you can see the success badge, but let me display the danger and here success. If I save this and reload, then you can see there is only one showing. Now let me quickly create one more order. So I will select another customer, and this time I will select cash on delivery, payment status pending, and status will be new. There is no shipping method because payment is still pending, but we can select any shipping method like UPS and COD order. Okay, and let me select the product. So I will select only one product for this and click on create. Okay, now you can see the number of badge has been changed to 2. Now if I go to the list, then you can see there are 2 orders showing here. From here you can change the order status. So let's suppose I can change to processing. So you can see the order status has been changed. Now if I click on view of this order, then you can see it is showing processing. Okay, so that's it for this video. In next video I will show you how to work on order stats widget and also relation manager in orders with the address model. Okay, and we will also see some more stats for the dashboard page also. Okay, so thanks for watching this video. Please like and subscribe my channel.